Do you know what is this? Have you ever seen this picture?
No. No, it looks familiar. I think I can remember.
One of the economists.
It's very interesting to know and to know your association with this picture. And how do you think? Who is the author of this picture?
The actor of the picture or the person on the picture?
The author of the picture. Who created it? It's very interesting also because it's not a person, it's artificial intelligence. And this picture has been sold for a very big sum of money some days ago. But you can see that this picture looks like it's a very old picture.
Yeah.
And it hasn't many details.
Yeah.
There are many total ideas of the picture, but we can understand what was depicted on it. And you know that now this technology is studying us. This technology has accumulated much information about pictures of middle-aged era, and on the basis of this information, this technology has created this picture. Now we have a very strong competitor that we have to face with, and that is why we have to learn how to think like our competitor does. I mean that this technology tried to understand all our activity from the total look, from the main points of view of ideas of our history, and on the basis of this information it begins to create. At all, this fact is the beginning of official beginning of a new era, digital era. I have told about it last our meetings. But we have understand that this competitor is ready to be economic subject on our economic relationships. That is why we have to understand how he or she is studying us.
What's she doing? Learning our history. The last 5,000 years that she's missed. She's been asleep for quite a while, you know.
Haji Hawk.
In Persian, we say
Haji Hawk in folk.
Oh.
Haji Hawk in folk. What I mean? I mean that this animal doesn't know where he has to go, because he is not able to see his way, his road. Haji Hawk. And this animal's name, like Hatico. And that is why we have to study to think on the basis of this technology. This is a technology when we have to move our thought in different multidiscipline orders. To find some important and referent points to understand the total look of our main question. Now we are studying main question of our history, and I give you a side on this economic history and economic thoughts from total point of view. And we have to study how to move our mind to the different orders in our history and be free to move easy on our time scale. Why do we have to do this? Because we have already a great competitor, and she thinks like this. You have seen this picture. There are no details. There are total sides of our history and creation. The same idea. But when we are moving like this, we can find some interesting reference points to analyze more deeply. And after this, when we can find these main reference points, we have to study deeply in our history with details, with all volume of our knowledge humankind has accumulated during this long history. And then it will give us very good information to create something new and create innovation. But no one innovation can appear without prehistory, without a basis of something interesting. But now we have to look at our history from this point of view, not very deeply in details, but from the total look, but from the total idea, to understand the main orders, to understand the main technologies of developing our history.